I'm thinking about this a lot, and I've been through it a bunch of times. Body image issues. So this is a very difficult thing to talk about, because a lot of people fall off because they don't see what they want to see, and they're not experiencing what they want to experience when it comes to physical fitness, or it could be even monetary. It could be your bank account, and I'll talk about that first. So let's say you're trying to save $10,000 cash money in the bank, right? Well, if you've ever done that, you'll know that you want to save $10,000. Cool. So you get to $8,000 and you're almost there. And then you're kind of like, damn, I'm almost here. And then you get there. Boom, you're at $10,000. Well, now what? What is the logical next step? Well, now I want to save 20, because 10 still feels like 0. It really does. You still feel like you're good. Like, you all right, cool. Now you have a little bit of money, but now you want more. So your $10,000 after like months and months of saving looks like nothing still. But it is. It's $10,000. It's a good chunk of change. But it still feels like nothing, because you're still in that mindset of nothing. You're still coming from having nothing. So it feels like nothing. And the same thing's going to go with your body. I was watching a documentary the other day where this guy was like, 450 pounds overweight, and he ended up losing everything. He just got tired of it and lost, and then he was ripped. Like, he got down to just flabby skin, just hanging skin, and you could see his muscles and whatnot underneath. And then he got skin tightening surgery, or just got some skin removed and had surgically tightened up. And he literally was like, yeah, I say every time I look in the mirror, I still see fat. And that is because it's a mindset, So when I first started my journey of wanting to get ripped abs, beach bod, in shape, crazy physique, right? That's what I wanted. So when I started along that journey, I wouldn't stop until I had it. And I would be up training 3 times a day, 4 o'clock in the morning, training at lunch, and then in the afternoon. And in I'd say a year, I unequivocally had it. I had it full throttle, had it. But when I would look in the mirror, I would still want more, so I couldn't see what I already had. It was an unappreciating moment. I was looking in the mirror, looking at what I set out to achieve, but yet I was looking past it and I couldn't even see it. So you got to be careful of that when you're working out, and when you are starting along the journey of trying to get in shape and trying to achieve whatever goals you have. That's why my last video, I think it was my last video, was talking about performance-based training, where you look at something measurable. You focus on something measurable, because your body, when you look at it in the mirror, is not measurable. You can measure the size of your biceps. You could measure, the size of your quads. You can look in the mirror and say, well, I look like I have abs. I do. Yes. Cool. That's great. And you can see a picture of yourself. But like I said in that video that I posted before, on my last one, that in different lighting you'll look different. So in some lighting, you're staring directly at the sun's beaming straight on you, it might look like you're washed out, you have 0 abs. But then you turn around in a different lighting, and then boom, you have striations in your abs. So so it's not measurable. It's not actually visual aesthetics. Looking at yourself is sometimes not measurable and sometimes not truthful to your eye. You will actually be in shape and be ripped and all that stuff, but sometimes you can't see it. So that's why I said the performance-based training is something that you can actually measure and you can be successfully happy with, and then you don't have to be concerned with the way you look, because if you train hard enough, see, this is the thing. The first time I went about having abs and getting in shape and fucking being ripped and everything, the first time I went about it, I was in my 20s, early 20s and everything, and I couldn't see it. I just went full throttle about it, and worked out 3 times a day and got it, right? But I couldn't see it because I was still thinking more. But now I'm in my 30s and I'm like, I don't even care what my body looks like. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't care if I have abs or not. I don't care. Well, see, this is the thing, is I want to be healthy. I want to eat healthy, and I want to live a healthy lifestyle, and I want to train hard and achieve performance-based objectives. And because of that, I don't have to worry if I'm going to be in shape or not. You know, like, I've already done the wanting to look good thing, and that doesn't get you anywhere. So when you want to train hard and you want to live a healthy lifestyle, you already know that you're going to end up in shape. You already know that you're going to look good. Everyone's going to be like, damn, you look great. You know, like, great. That's almost just like, who cares about that, man? Like, in the long run, no one's going to care about that. You know, yeah, you look great, but what do you do? You know, what do you give to your community? How can you give back? How can you inspire others to feel the way you feel? So it's not even the way you look. Imagine some douchebag, you know, just standing there like, hey, look at me, you know, like, check me out. And that's all you give to the world. That's not it. You know, it's like, you look past that, you know, it's almost like you just look through that, you know. That's what you should be trying to achieve, is that your physique and how you look doesn't even matter. It's what you do, how you feel, and how you can help give that to others. Because, like, when you're in shape and it's like when your hearing is perfect. You don't hear anything but sounds that are crisp and clear. But when you start to have hearing problems, is where you can't hear anymore. You can't hear the world around you anymore. You get the little ticking in your ear, and you can't, or like, you know, buzzing, and you can't hear anything. So when you start to have a problem is where you start to feel bad about the way you look. When you look in the mirror, and I should just walk past the mirror and not even see it, you know? You should just walk past the mirror and not even see yourself, because you don't even care about the way you look, because you know you already look good. If you already know that you look great because of the way you train, then every mirror that you walk past is just like, it's not even there. So that's how I strive to look and feel, is that I'm never like standing in the mirror, like checking myself out, trying to see if I'm getting better or not. Because if you train hard enough and you train in a specific way, you won't have to wonder if you're going to get it. You don't even need to stand in the mirror. You could actually just walk past every single mirror, and in 1 year's time, you just kind of glance at it and you're like, damn, like, I'm in shape now. Because you're following the program, you're following your plan, you're following your training regime, and because of that, you already know you're going to get in shape. If you followed a budget, it's just trying to save $10,000, and you get paid a certain amount, and you know you have to save a certain amount, then there should be no reason to even look at your bank account unless, you know, you're just checking to make sure you didn't get fraud alert or something, because you already know that the plan is working and you're following the plan. So if you're following a dieting routine and a workout plan, you don't need to go check in the mirror, because you already know you're going to get it. So the more you check in the mirror, it's just a waste of time. It's something that makes you feel bad about yourself. It makes you feel, you know, especially because you don't have it yet. You know, you look in the mirror, you're like, damn, like, I'm still fucking fat, and it's been like 3 weeks. Well, no shit, because it's going to take way longer than that. But it's going to be so, like, when you look in the mirror when you're trying to work out and diet and stuff, it literally takes, it takes so long to see a change that it almost doesn't change. And that's my main point of this video, is that if you look in the mirror every day that you work out, you look in the mirror, you look in the mirror, you go work out, you go work out, you eat healthy, you go look in the mirror, same thing, repeat. It's never going to change. Like, you're going to look at yourself so often that you're going to go from fat to fit, and you'll still want more. Like, you won't even see the changes. You'll be ripped standing in the mirror, but you'll still be like, you're like, oh man, my little stomach flap's got to go, and like, you'll be in shape, you know. And it's like, it just happens so slowly that it's almost like you get cooked in the squat sort of thing. It's like, it just I'm not joking. Like, it happens. If you're just if you're just starting your journey, trust me, it's gonna happen to you, because it goes through every human. It's like a human being thing, you know. It's like you can't see the changes, but it's not until that moment where you let it go, and you're free. You free your mind from how you feel like you need to look to be accepted in society. Like, so many people out there are just trying to look a certain way so that they can be accepted. But what you really need to do is just accept yourself and stop looking in the mirror. Stop taking photos of yourself and putting it on Instagram and wondering if you're gonna get likes or not. Stop fucking worrying about that shit, because it's not even a concern. No one really cares about it that much. And in fact, it makes other people feel bad. Sometimes a lot of the photos that people post, it could be an inspiration, or it could be, you know, it can make people kill themselves, you know, because they've been working on something for so long, and it just feels like they don't have it. And a lot of people do feel that way, but be careful. That's what this video is about, is be very careful about the perception of your physique and how it appears to be, because how it actually appears to be might not be how you see it. So when you're on the journey of getting in shape and doing all these things, focus on your food, your health, what you put into your mouth. Focus on what you see visually, because there's a visual and auditory diet out there as well. Focus on your training. You put your head down. You train the way you know you need to train. You train hard. You train effectively, train safely so you don't get injured. Eat healthy, and don't worry about that mirror. Don't worry about the camera. Don't worry about the little pictures and stuff. I mean, it's cool to take memories, but don't get caught up in that image, you know, of what you think you need to look like, because it can create a very unhealthy mental state. You could be very physically healthy. You could be very physically fit looking, but be very mentally distorted. So just remember that while you're working out. And that's it. I'm out.